I want to start with the business and just how many points Amazon clocked on the competition this year.
Yeah, look, Amazon's still the 10,000-pound gorilla in the online travel space. I think our data shows.
But is it 20,000 pounds now?
Well, so I think that's the story, right? Is that they are 15 times as many online transactions on Amazon than its nearest competitor, Walmart. But there are signs that it's slowing. They're up about 2% year over year in total online transactions. Cyber Monday across the board was down 5% year over year in transaction volume. Other days were up, and you see this behemoth advertising revenue that we've talked about before, where they're growing triple digits every quarter, is starting to stabilize. We see about 10% of all product views actually come from a sponsored search, and that's been stable for the last 4 or 5 months. So I think they're going to have to find other ways to grow besides just selling stuff online.
So Shira, could it be that 2019 won't be the year of Amazon?
It's a difficult thing to predict because it does feel like a lot of the winds are blowing at Amazon's back in terms of the percentage of all kinds of retail activity that is shifting still from the physical world to online. So that's mostly a benefit to Amazon. But look, the revenue growth does seem to be slowing for Amazon. It doesn't seem like the company is losing market share yet, but there are all these empowered competitors, including Walmart, including Kroger and Target and some of the other grocery or retail big box stores. And the tale of online is not an Amazon-only story anymore, the way that it might have been before this year.
Amazon is investing more now, Darren, in brick and mortar retail. These Amazon Go stores, they aim to have more than 3,000 of them by 2021. The Amazon 4-star stores, but reviews of that store have been mixed. Is this an area where Amazon can succeed?
Yeah, I think it's an area where they have to succeed, and I think the way that they can do that is by experimenting heavily, right? So Amazon buys Whole Foods, that's the big bang. How they integrate discounts into Whole Foods from their Prime membership, how they integrate Alexa to connect the physical world and the digital world, I think those are all really big stories to watch for Amazon in 2019.
Shira, talk to us about the response to Amazon's brick and mortar push. Some of these stores, we see them in New York. Are they working?
It's a little bit hard to know, right? Because I think at least the most visible of the Amazon retail efforts are experiments. So the Go stores, that's been a little bit of a tiptoe, testing some interesting technology, but it's still early. The bookstores, the physical bookstores that Amazon has, to me, are a little bit of a puzzle. I'm not sure what they're doing there. And obviously the Whole Foods acquisition was, at least to me, a sign that Amazon realizes the entire retail world is not going to be online only, and it needs to have a physical footprint. And one thing I'm watching is where else does Amazon go in terms of physical stores? Do they think about apparel or appliances or some of these other areas in which Amazon reportedly has interest in opening brick and mortar stores?
When it comes to Alexa, and Amazon is outfitting appliances like microwaves with Alexa, how much bigger, Darren, do you think Alexa as a platform can be? And then subsequently, how much more business will that drive for the company?
If there was a story to watch in 2019 for Amazon, I think that would be it. Our data at JumpShot shows that from Thanksgiving until yesterday, the top 4 of the top 5 selling products on Amazon were Alexa-enabled products. The only one that could get in there was Michelle Obama's new book. Everything else was Alexa-related. So I think if they can start to integrate that into more and more of what consumers are using to shop and find products online, that's a massive opportunity for them.
And yet, Shira, we continue to hear this theme, and it is getting louder, about workplace conditions. Obviously, they raised the minimum wage, but you've got a lot of people in New York who are not happy about HQ2 coming to their city. You've got pushes to unionize at some of these warehouses. How is that going to impact the company over the next, 12 months?
I think those whole issues around the working conditions and pay and whether Amazon is a force for good in the job sector, that to me is one of the big wild cards for this company that I wonder if Amazon was caught off guard by some of the backlash that we saw to HQ2, which came all of a sudden largely because it conducted this high-profile year-long search for what it billed as a second headquarters, and it turned out to be not so much an HQ2, but sort of this splitting the baby solution of making two expanded campuses in Northern Virginia and New York. And that, I think, crystallized some of the backlash that Amazon has faced. And look, this is a company that now has almost 600,000 employees worldwide. It is an enormous employer, and like Walmart before it, there are a lot of open questions about whether that large of a workforce, are they really good jobs?